What's my inspiration? My inspiration are my kids.
My inspiration comes from people who say, I'm willing to jump out into the dark and I don't care how I land.
He is my driving force so that we can make sure that in 25 years from now, children like him are getting the treatments and the management that they need to have a successful, happy life.
And it's the human spirit that I think is so inspiring and motivational because it rises to the occasion no matter what the occasion is.
I've met so many people in the patient community who have every reason to focus only on their own problems, and the most inspiring people are the ones who use that as an excuse to help other people.
When our kids will need medicine, we'll be ready.
I think innovators are people who are able to spot opportunity and bring together the resources, the people, the partnerships.
And so my view of an innovator is the person who goes against the odds and brings new insight to an existing situation and moves the world forward.
Who really is able to change the thinking of a particular field or discipline.
New ways of solving old problems.
To innovate requires an enormous amount of courage.
And I see this with mothers and grandmothers all across the genetic disease community spectrum who take a bad situation and say, I'm not going to sit here and think about this as a bad situation, I'm going to open this up. So all of us start talking and fighting.
Oh, I think we would just like to see people leading healthier and to enjoy life. And, you know, make use of their own capabilities and not be held back by poverty or disease.
If you ask me what's the most exciting area of healthcare today, it's not genetics, it's not proteomics, it's not all the isms. It's patient engagement and having patients help define and guide their own healthcare. That to me is really exciting.
So what I hope is that my daughter's child is born into a world where it's an expectation that everyone has a personal health record, that data is coordinated and care is safe.
Well, for the same period that the Genetic Alliance grew up, the human genome grew up too. It went from being an absolutely crazy idea to being something that might just vaguely be possible, to be something that could possibly get done, to something that was getting done, to something that was done, to something that now can be done again and again and again. And it's just breathtaking to see what can happen when a whole community comes together around a really ambitious idea and just turns it into reality.